In today's video, it's a look back at 2023 and a look forward into 2024. We'll share beaches and boats, flying and footy, and fresh for 2024, magical merry merch. Go on then, tell us who you are. Hello and welcome to Postcard and a Pint. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Wills.
And we hope you all had an absolutely amazing Christmas and Santa brought you everything you wanted. Yeah. But here we are on the very end of 2023.
New Year's Eve.
It's New Year's Eve. It's very nearly 2024. So it's going to be an evening at home with Rachel and Wills. Oh. So grab yourself a drink, a cup of tea.
Or something a little bit more medicinal.
Make yourselves comfy and we'll have a bit of a chat, some channel updates, some favourite memories, and we'll see if we can make it till midnight. It's never going to happen. First off, we have launched a Patreon.
Ooh, how exciting.
Patreon, some of you are like, what is that? Well, often when we make our videos, we do often get asked by about 4 people, can we help you? We enjoy,
how can we support you?
We love watching you every week. You cheer us up. We wait for your videos. We want to be able
They're
to
obviously
help
watching
you
different channel.
and support you. And Patreon is a way of doing that. It's like a membership, a subscription.
A bit like a YouTube membership.
Yeah, but we never wanted to do one until we felt we could give something back.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we've had a good old chat over the Christmas holidays and we think we're now in the position to do that.
Yay.
So we've made a Patreon and we've made it with different tiers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so the first tier, the cheapest one, is called a Swift Off. Swift Off, and that is $1.50.
Or your equivalent, your country's equivalent.
And for that, you will get Patreon-only updates. So you'll find out first what's happening, what we're going to do. But
you'll also get a mention.
Oh, you'll get a mention, that's right. You'll get a mention when you join.
Yep.
But if you fancy doing a bit more than that...
Fancy a cheeky pint.
A cheeky pint is the next tier, and that's $4. You'll get all...
This is a month.
Yeah, a month. All the same as a Swift Off.
Plus a video.
Plus an extra video a month. That might be bloopers.
It could be anything.
It'll
be worth it. It won't just be a 2-minute thing. It'll be a proper full-on video.
Yeah, it might be where we are at the times. You'll get a heads up on what's coming up on the channel.
And these videos won't appear on YouTube.
No, they will just stay...
Or at least they won't appear publicly
on YouTube.
How much have I drank?
A sip. We'll never make it to midnight.
I know.
And the third tier, the biggest tier, is called Make Mine a Large One. And that's $7 a month, and you get everything the same as the other tiers, but you'll get an extra video, and if you want it, your name at the end of all of our videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
So if you do want to support us, because we did try buying
a coffee,
but
money's tight, and we do feel awkward about asking this, but a lot of people have asked us to say if they can support, and it is cheaper than just buying us a pint a month, isn't it?
Yeah. And we don't always remember to put the PayPal on. We're very, very rubbish.
We're not very good at things like
that. So we're making an effort with the Patreon. So if you'd love to support us, we'd love to have you on board.
Put the address below, put it in the description, do all of that.
You'll find it below, and welcome on board. Another exciting development this year is we're going to have a shop. Over the last 2 years, we've been wearing the odd bit of merchandise that we've made for each other that is just a fun present for birthdays and stuff. And a few people have gone, can we have that? I was like, oh, do you really want that?
Do you really want that?
So we have, over Christmas, we've designed some T-shirts.
Well, we've had someone or something design us some T-shirts. Yeah. Some fun ones.
And they're quite nice. We haven't actually seen any yet.
No, we've ordered some.
So it's not up yet.
Nope.
It will be on our website. When we've got a few bits of merch, we're going to get someone younger and sexier than us.
To model them.
Ella, my niece Ella, who's got a nice dancer bod and a pretty face. So they'll all be unisex. So she's going to do a bit of modelling.
We're hoping to do more than T-shirts. Yes. T-shirts to begin with.
We want to do the beanies, but I want to find a local supplier. And one day we'd love to do pint glasses, but we just haven't found anywhere feasible yet that's going to be cost effective
they cost
for those.
A fortune, these things.
Yeah, and then to ship them, they break and stuff. So we're working on it, but it'll start off with T-shirts, and then we will expand our merchandise over time, our brand over time. So that's really exciting, and I've really enjoyed having a play with designing T-shirts. It's been really, really good fun. So if you fancy some Postcard and a Pint merch, watch Instagram. We will definitely say it at the end of our video when we
And if you become a Patreon, we'll announce it there first.
Yeah, first it will be on Patreon. So if you become a Patreon, you'll find out there. So to get all your Postcard and a Pint merch. Right, now the updates are all over, it's time to look back at 2023.
Ooh.
We had some lovely times in 2023.
We had some not so nice times,
Yeah, we did.
But that's another story.
But travel-wise, we had some lovely, lovely times. And we decided to pick out...
some of our favourites.
Yeah, some of our 5 each we've gone for. Not always in the right order, but...
Not necessarily the top 5, but 5 each.
But 5 that we really, really enjoyed, and I'm going first.
Go on, then you go first.
Mine was the vlog that was Mykonos and Santorini.
Ooh,
it was
from the
our
cruise ship.
first 2 ports of call, was it? On the Marella Explorer, which we had a great time on
Fantastic.
there. Santorini was absolutely beautiful because we got
Idyllic.
to go to Ia, and it's really whetted our appetites for going back. We're going to show you some clips while we're talking now as well. Definitely want to go back there, but for me,
For the sunset especially.
the Mykonos day was just it. Every reason we fell in love with that 10, 15 years ago,
I think
lots of
4 or 5 times.
Yeah, we fell in love with it when we was younger. And going
Younger
back,
and cooler.
we got up early, we walked in, it was quiet, it was idyllic. We had our Shirley Valentine moment, we had tzatziki, sat
If you don't know
on
what
the
we're
edge of
talking
the
about,
water.
Shirley Valentine is a play and a film
By Willie Russell. Yeah.
and it was Pauline Collins?
Pauline Collins in the film, many people have done it.
Set in Liverpool,
Yeah.
but she went to Mykonos.
She ran away, basically.
Yeah, she ran away to Mykonos.
And the older we get, the more we want to run away as well. Yeah. We swam in the sea there. It was
lovely.
just a lovely, lovely day.
We kindled our love with Mykonos, didn't we?
We did. And I can't rate it high enough. And that was probably my favourite day of 2023.
The first one I'm going to pick is Cardiff, our Cardiff vlog. And not because I think it's the best vlog we've ever done, but because it was a really good time when we met up with a lot of good friends we hadn't seen for a long time. The reason we went down there was we were going to a birthday party, a friend of ours' birthday party, someone we used to work with. And lots of actor friends, lots of friends in general were going down there. People we hadn't seen for years.
Yeah.
And so we went down there. Didn't really know what to expect. So you'd never really been to Cardiff?
Only ever worked. I literally got off a tour bus, worked in St David's Hall.
St David's Hall.
And got back on a tour bus and went out again. So I didn't really know it at all. So it was lovely for you to show me
I've
Cardiff.
spent many years at one point for probably, 8, 9, maybe more, maybe less years. We used to take a show with the theatre down to the new theatre in Cardiff every year. And we had some good times. From about 97 onwards for probably more than 10 years, to be honest. Then
I loved the Bay Area. That was
beautiful, isn't it?
I loved the little boat ride that we did, and the
fun.
Castle was absolutely
it was great, especially the tunnels, the war tunnels.
Yes, so different to our North Walian castles. But absolutely beautiful, and it's made me want to see more of South Wales.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it was a great
day. We've got
day.
tons of North Wales content, but we want to get down to South Wales.
My next pick is Wrexham's promotion day.
Wrexham.
It was just for the atmosphere.
Oh, it was good fun,
we picked up that pair of Geordies, which was absolutely...
Gave them me scarf.
Brilliant. Couldn't get in anywhere. Thought we got it sorted. Ended up... Is it the Horse and Jockey?
Horse and Jockey pub,
We ended up literally...
That's a beautiful pub, the Horse and Jockey.
We've been in it since. It's a beautiful pub. You couldn't see it for
Thatched
people.
roof.
My view of the game was over the pies. It wasn't, the best, but the atmosphere. And when they won... And literally the roof lifted off the pub. People were crying. People were dancing. And then going back onto the street and walking back up to the ground and just seeing the flares in the air. And
it was just a really nice atmosphere, wasn't it?
like I've not felt for a long, long time.
The bit I liked, there was a guy who, after the game, they were doing all of the stuff on the pitch, the meeting, I'm going to say the cast then, the players, and so on. And this guy climbed on the wall.
Yeah.
By the Turf Hotel to have a look over. And a copper came to beckon him down. Unfortunately, we didn't get this bit on camera, but as he was climbing down, he knocked this big bit of brick off the top of the wall and nearly landed on the copper.
And he was negotiating with the cop. He's like, 1 minute. And the copper player played to him wasn't being horrible at all. He was like, no, get off the wall.
Yeah. And we interviewed him briefly on the video, didn't we? So you can see that.
I'm not sure I'm entirely proud of myself, but...
Not good for you.
But what was nice was just seeing the passion of people.
Mate, I cannot believe it now. 15 years of paint. My dad's here now, up in the skies. He was at LDV Vans 2005, and he's watched it with my brother. I only wear this bracelet on special occasions. That my dad got me that on my 18th birthday. This is the... Oh, I'm the moon, man! Come on, Wrexham! 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 Come on!
I mean, I was brought up in Wrexham as a kid, probably from the age of 4 till about 12, something like that. So I used to go to the Wrexham games all the time. And just what is, to be honest, a bit of a drab, or was a bit of a drab town, is now getting that positivity back that it hasn't had for many years, which is largely down to the football team and the old Robin Ryan thing.
Starting to invest again. It's got so many town centres are on the decline, but Wrexham, you go to Wrexham, you're like, especially if you've known it over the last 10 years, you're like, oh,
it's getting slightly better.
It's getting better.
And I hope it does get better.
Yeah, I really hope it gets better and some of the big businesses come back again. So yeah, that was one of my best days.
Now, I'm going to have to mention my Iron Maiden vlog. Now, the reason I say my is because
I wasn't
you weren't
there.
in it
I'm just
much.
going to have a drink.
Okay, you enjoy yourself. So basically, I love Iron Maiden. I've seen them many times over the years, but I was going down to London to the O2 to see it. Rachel was working. She would have come down with me. She probably wouldn't have gone to the gig, but she would have come down to London with me, but she couldn't because of work. So I toddled off down on my own, and I mean, they were just incredible. I mean, they were blown away, as I always am by them. But
the highlight?
What a highlight, obviously, was catching the drum skin, which I'll obviously have to put in here.
Yeah.
And what I liked as well, because I've been into Maiden for years and sort of followed them since the mid-'80s, in fact, I enjoy going to some of the places in London where they kind of started off, the Ruskin Arms, and some of the places where they were kind of associated with the band I'd never seen before. And went to the Carlton Horses pub, which, if you've seen the vlog, you'll know is the pub where they did, one of their early gigs. It was just a really, really good atmosphere, talking to some of the fans, and they're just the best fans in the world, and they're just so passionate about the band. And I mean, for a bunch of 60-something even older, some of them, year-olds running about that energy on stage with, just amazing.
Then you were like a ninja.
I was like a ninja catching that drum skin. Like that I was.
You said it wasn't going anywhere near you.
It wasn't. When Nico threw it, bombed it. I never catch anything like this. And it went, I thought, I'd love to catch something like that. Oh, it's coming towards me. Oh, it's coming. Literally like that. I just caught it like that, like Mr. Miyagi and his fly. 80s reference, if you...
But yeah, you're going to get that all framed up. And
yes.
I'm ready for the wall.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So that was one of my favourite days out.
One of my favourite days out of this year was at Zip World.
Oh, not Zipmas.
No, that was last week. Zip World, where we did the world's fastest,
I think,
zip line. And I really faced my fears. We'd been bought it as a Christmas present. And we went and we did the training, and I felt safe, but the weather was shocking.
It poured down, didn't it?
Well, we went up to do the training zip. They let you do a training zip so that you can decide if the big zip's for you. And then lightning struck.
A bit late by then, really, isn't it? You paid for it.
Lightning struck, and basically their
safety
policy is they stop for 30 minutes. If any more lightning lands within a certain radius...
Which it did.
They stop again for 30 minutes. Then we managed to get our training in. I loved it.
It was good, wasn't it?
It was slow, but it felt fast to me at the time.
Yeah.
Little did I know.
Yeah.
Training flight done. That was so cool. Then we got on board this army truck, which was going to take us up to the top to do the big one, and then lightning stopped again. They shut the park. So we had to go back
the following week.
And the weather looked exactly the same. So we did all the training
without the lightning.
I was less scared until we did. It takes you 25 minutes to drive to the top. And we got to the top.
And it was belting down, wasn't it?
It was belting down, but you can see Anglesey. We're at Bethesda. It's a long, long way. So we got all trussed up. I was so scared.
I'm all right. I'm a bit scared. Very scared.
I wasn't.
Until they did the tree dying and away you go. And the first bit was slow. Then it went really quick, and as soon as you went
can we just interrupt you a
quarry,
sec? What was interesting, though, because the weather was so bad.
Oh, yes.
Just as we were about to go, the clouds
parted.
cleared.
Yeah, and we had a beautiful view.
Yeah.
Beautiful view over the Menai Straits.
Yeah.
And then, as I sailed over the quarry, it just felt slow. It felt like you were flying.
It did.
And it was absolutely brilliant. I loved all of it, and I won.
Oh my God, that was amazing. Did I win? Yeah.
We had two. I was going to say we had two flying buddies.
Yeah.
And I think they came
younger fellas than us.
Yeah, younger, cooler people than us.
Thinner fellas than us.
You were a thin fella.
But
and Rachel won.
I did. I flew down that mountain.
Guess who came last? Me.
But I flew down that mountain and I just
was amazing,
Loved
wasn't
it. It was-
And the second we hit the deck, well, not literally, but the second we landed, we wanted to go again.
Yeah, I
It
wanted
was
to go
so
again.
good.
That was absolutely amazing. I loved it. I'd do it again. Fab. So good. Something I would do again. They say don't do it again straight away because you'll be disappointed, but it's something I would certainly do again. And if you get the chance to do it, do it.
Amazing.
It's absolutely fantastic. Top day out.
Hang on a minute, topping up.
Oh, as you do.
There you go.
Lovely. Let's carry on.
So next for me is Ibiza town. We had such a good time. We went at the end of March. Went for your birthday, actually, didn't we? And we went to Ibiza, and we knew that a lot of the places wouldn't be open. In fact, a lot of the clubs, not the word clubbers, we really wanted to go to Cafe Del Mar, but that was opening the following
They
weekend.
were just getting ready. They were cleaning them all, hosing them down.
But the weather was great. I mean, it wasn't hot, but it was t-shirt weather, which is...
T-shirt weather for a Brit.
T-shirt weather for a Brit, which is all we could ask for. It was fantastic. I've never been to Ibiza town before. You've been to town before, haven't you?
Oh, for shit, but we got upgraded on our hotel, so we had a sea balcony view.
It was beautiful.
We sat out there every night. Cheers. We could hear the ocean. We slept with the slidey doors open most nights.
Yeah.
Just so we could
Everything
hear
about that trip
the
was
ocean.
perfect.
Yeah. Dalt Villa was stunning.
That was the castle
the
on
old
the hill,
town and
the
the
old
castle.
fort.
Even the comedy trip to Formentera was
I
fun.
loved it. The beach there. The beach in Formentera
my God.
was absolutely stunning.
Stunning. I mean, we did end up on an OAP trip, and that was quite
But we
funny.
found a beach bar.
We found a beach bar, yeah. Everyone turned right, we turned left. I can sniff them out at 100 paces, me. And we sat and we had a beautiful time, didn't we? Yeah, we
Really
went
did.
across to San Antonio. We went swimming.
Blimey, it's cold.
It's cold. I'm getting out now.
Yes.
We did. Oh, that's the Amazon man. Bear with us. Back again. Amazon lady. New swimming costume for the gym for this year.
Because we're going to get fit in the new year. We said we wouldn't say that because
No.
we always say it and we never
No,
do,
we never
but we're going to.
But we're going to try really hard. Anyway, where were we? We were in Ibiza.
Yes.
We were in Ibiza, yeah. All of it was beautiful. We went swimming. We got stuck at the beach, but that was okay.
It's fine.
We got back in the end.
We did the sunset in San Antonio, didn't we?
Sunset. Oh.
Sat outside Cafe Del Mar
yeah.
with the cat.
And a beer and some pombears.
It was perfect.
And yeah, all of
It
that
was
trip,
just lovely.
apart from getting stuck at the beach, was beautiful. And we highly recommend Ibiza. I don't think I'd want to go in the height of summer.
No, I preferred
Yeah.
it. The thing that made me laugh was there was an Australian couple, a mother and daughter we met, and we found this beautiful little bar,
them,
famous
yeah.
for its sangria.
star's
Whoa,
gone.
the
star's
star's gone. Famous for its sangria, and we only had one, but I mean that was like a bucket.
Yeah.
And then they had a couple. They were
They were
plastered.
Yeah. We spent a lovely afternoon getting smashed on sangria with everyone. We saw her trying to get into a cab later on to go back to the ship.
was
They were
funny.
on quite a big cruise.
Yeah.
God love them. So I hope you guys are still watching and you're still well and you even remember that you actually met us.
And you've sobered up.
But yeah, Ibiza, top little break. Now, my next one is a bit of a weird one. It's the day we did Rill versus Towin. We decided to do a comparison
My favourite thumbnail.
of two resorts that are next to each other and just sort of score them points and do a slightly different sort of vlog. I didn't know Towin at all.
Nor did I, to be honest.
And it was just really interesting comparing like the fares, the green spaces, the beaches, the food
Rill
and
gets a lot of
drink.
stick, but
It
it's actually
does.
really nice. Or bits
Well,
of
the
it are
beach
really, really
is
nice.
stunning. You can't knock Rill Beach. It's
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful. But I think in the end, Towin won on the points.
You say that.
Yeah, but I think I said if I had to go on holiday, I'd stay in Towin, but I'd probably go into Rill quite a lot because the beach is nice.
Yeah.
Whereas you said you'd do it the other way around.
Yeah,
You'd probably
probably.
stay in Rill and venture out to Towin because it's got the better fares. It's got the crazy market.
and the place, the caravan parks
Yeah.
in Rill are slightly further out, whereas
Yeah.
Towin is smack in the middle
Yeah,
of the
it's
resort.
definitely a holiday
Oh, yeah.
resort more than a town,
Yeah.
Towin. But it was a very interesting vlog to make, and it was a gloriously sunny, hot day.
Beautiful.
And it was absolutely beautiful, and we loved it.
Now, I'm going to cheat a bit on this one. I'm actually referencing two videos. It's when we spent 2 weekends, or 2 days over 2 weekends, going to the Llyn Peninsula, which is the sticky out arm bit
of North Wales. Yeah.
And I can't... Was it Nevin we went to?
Nevin
I
we
think
went to the first week.
Went to Morva Nevin the second week. And the beaches were... I mean, what time of the year was it? It was still winter, wasn't it?
It was winter because that crazy fella went for a swim in the sea.
Oh, yeah.
And you
didn't
made
he?
me go paddling for a drone shot.
I didn't make you go paddling.
And I thought my legs had gone blue.
Yeah.
It was so cold in there. And then that fella went swimming.
And then the following week we went to Morvenevin, which has got the famous
T-Cork Inn.
pub in
Third
it.
best beach bar in the world.
In the world,
apparently.
yes.
And it was a lovely beach bar. Because we star
Whoa,
again.
there it goes again.
It was an absolutely stunning beach bar. They had a cat on a cushion.
Yeah.
What more can you like?
There was a dog there, carrots.
Dogs eating carrots.
Yeah.
The nachos were pretty darn good.
Were they?
Yeah.
I thought we didn't like them.
We loved them.
Did
They were
we?
cheesy as.
Oh,
I
right,
loved them.
okay.
And then we walked along the beach, saw some beautiful holiday homes.
Yeah, it
and
was nice, wasn't
it's
it?
absolutely stunning.
Beautiful part of the world. I mean, we're biased,
Yeah.
but North Wales, on a good day, is as good as anywhere in the world. It's as
Yeah.
pretty as anywhere. It's beautiful.
Apart from the poo lay-by.
Oh, yeah, the poo lay-by. I don't know if you've seen the videos, but the first weekend we went, we stopped in the lay-by. And the reason we stopped, because just on the hill,
All the sheep
there
in
was
a
a
line.
load of sheep in a single line walking up this hill.
Yeah.
And then as we were there, Rachel said, "There's a big human poo." Well, that's not what she said, but that's what I'm saying, because
Yeah.
I don't want any
Copyright.
naughtiness
Yeah, naughty
on
strikes.
the
Naughty
YouTube.
strikes.
And the following week, we stopped in the same lay-by.
Because the sheep were doing
The
it
sheep
again.
were doing exactly the same thing,
Yeah.
and the poo was still there.
If you saw last week's video when we came to Nevin, we stopped and we passed some sheep walking in a line. Can't believe it, we're on our way to Morvenevin. They're doing it again. Line dancing sheep, only found here in the Llŷn Peninsula. And we stopped in the same lay-by, the poo lay-by. It is still disgusting, I'm going to show you now. Wills has checked the poo, he reckons it's not human. He'd know, master of the poo.
And then we went to Whistling Sands.
Oh, it was lovely.
Which is one of your
I liked them
mum's
because it was one of my mum's
favourite
favourites. She
beaches.
always said she was going to retire there.
Yeah.
I mean, she retired years ago.
Yeah.
But she
Well,
always
she
said...
didn't really retire, did
She never did,
She
did
never
she,
stopped
bless her?
working for charity.
So,
But yeah, we walked on the sand. Did it whistle?
It's another absolutely gorgeous little beach. It's called Whistling Sands.
It's not whistling, is it?
No, apparently when you walk on it, the sand is supposed to make a whistling sound. False pretenses, there's no whistling going on here. But it is absolutely stunning.
No, apparently it does make a certain sound. I think it got to be there at a certain time of year and a certain wetness of sand.
And walking bare feet or
But
something,
it
something
was
like that.
a stunning beach.
Yeah.
And it's made us want to go back to that neck of the woods because there are loads of coves on the Llŷn Peninsula, which some of them you have to walk a bit to get to, but yeah, absolutely beautiful. But we will go there when it's not quite so cold next time. But we highly recommend the Llŷn Peninsula. Right, bit of a random one, the next one. It was our day trip to Pontins in Prestatyn. We'd wanted to get onto this site because it's not that far away from where we live.
No, it's only
but
20
we
minutes
didn't
away.
want to stay there because it always comes up as the worst Pontins in the UK, the worst place to stay.
Worst
It's awful,
holiday
it's
resort in
worst
the UK.
resort. You'll have a horrible time.
You know us, we like to see the
Yeah.
positive in everything we do
We
and
thought
everywhere we go.
If we could get on it and have a really good look without having to stay there, we'll have a good look. So there was a tour of a memorabilia history
No, it
locations
was locations
of on the buses.
for the On the Buses movie,
Yeah. Now, we hadn't...
Holiday on the Buses,
Yeah, Holiday on the Buses. We hadn't...
which was filmed in Pontins.
Yeah, hadn't seen the film. We bought the film.
Well, we watched it illegally
Yeah.
online,
Then
but
we-
it was rubbish
yeah.
quality. So then we bought the DVD.
We watched it another 4 times.
We ended up watching it 4 or 5
was
times.
good
in
fun.
It was a great film. I would
And
recommend
then
it.
we did the tour and we got to go into the swimming
Shout
pool.
out for Craig.
Yeah.
Craig, who did the tour. He
And
was great.
Richard's writing a book about it.
Yeah,
whether or not he's
it's
done
probably
it
out
yet.
by now.
And the actual entertainment hub wasn't that great. It's a holiday that you can do cheaply. And a lot of people do it because that's what they can afford. And they have a great time. The entertainment team are working hard.
We were on
yeah.
track of making a really positive
Yeah.
video until we went outside and looked at the chalets.
Oh my God.
It really wouldn't take much time or effort to clear up stuff like that. And a skate park, the teens would love that. That would be busy, that would be banging. Sort it out.
And just
Inside
the
wasn't
mess.
so bad, but the mess.
Things not working, go-karts not working, mess. The chalets looked awful. Seagulls are just taken over the
God, yeah.
site. The grass wasn't cut. It's a beautiful piece of
Just
land.
needed a bit of
the
love and
beach
attention.
it sits on
Stunning.
is absolutely
It's all
stunning.
part of the same
Yeah.
stretch of Rill.
Barkby Beach. It's
that what it's called?
Yes.
Barkby Beach.
Absolutely beautiful.
Busby Barkby Beach.
And literally 4 weeks ago, something like that, it shut
closed.
for good. Literally, bump,
No
like that.
notice,
No notice.
closing.
A lot of the staff found out from Facebook that it was closed. There's been no word yet from Britannia or Denbighshire.
Who own Pontins.
And Denbighshire Council. There's a lot of rumours flying around about what it's going to be used for. The second we get factual inkling, we will be over there, we'll be getting the drone up, and we'll bring you a news report.
Yeah.
So our ear is to the ground.
Reporting from Pontins.
Yeah, but we're so glad we got inside without having to stay before it did shut.
I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed
Really
it.
enjoyed
we ended
it.
up going upstairs to meet stars of the movie.
One extra and 1 star, yeah.
We were sat at the back going, what are we doing
I
here?
haven't got a clue what we're
And
doing.
everybody else was really into it. Like, really into it and knew all the lines and everything. I mean, we had a fighting chance. We'd seen it 4 times.
It was great.
But it was one of those random days, but brilliant days.
Yeah, it definitely
so,
was.
yeah, Pontins is no more.
And finally, from me, it's our little trip to Disneyland Paris, where we went to see your niece Ella be a princess, a real-life princess.
A real-life princess.
Yeah.
Ella, who's going to model our T-shirts for us. Now she's not a real-life
Hopefully,
princess
yeah.
anymore. Yeah, it was a really good trip. We managed to do 48 hours in Paris itself.
What we did
Yeah.
was we managed to get a few days off together, which is
Yeah.
quite unheard of. So we thought, let's go away. We thought, let's go to Copenhagen, because I've never been there.
Yeah.
Rachel's been there. And then it turned out Copenhagen was closed for
Yeah.
those few days. It was a turnaround between the sort of summer into the winter.
Yeah, it was not a good time to go.
And so we thought, we always wanted to go and see Ella. She was coming to the end of her contract. She was finishing on, I think, Halloween or something like that. And this was a couple of weeks before. So we thought, we'll go to Paris. So we got there in the afternoon of the first day. We spent the rest of the afternoon in Paris, did the Arc de Triomphe and everything like that.
Trip on the Seine.
On the Seine. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
The trip on the Seine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to have to include all 3 of the videos now.
Yeah.
Here. Now it's just
This
going
is
to do the
Paris,
Paris one.
yeah.
Paris in general. And then the second day, we spent it in Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
Where
It was good. The roller coasters were great.
it's the sort of place where you can't really go to for a day.
No.
Well, you can go for a day, but you certainly wouldn't get on all of the rides,
No.
not in peak season anyway.
No.
You'd have to go for a few days, and most people do. Would we want to go for a few days?
Probably not.
Probably not,
No.
but I still loved every minute
Yeah,
of it.
it was great to see. I loved the drone show. That kind of blew my tiny mind a bit.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got a bit sort of peopled out by the
Oh,
end, didn't you?
yeah,
'Cause
by the firework. The projection on the tower. There was too many people, and I was ready to go home by then.
I know. But it was lovely seeing Ella.
Yeah.
And she was able to get us on a few rides slightly quicker
Slightly
than
quicker.
maybe.
Sorry, I think we got
would
more rides done than a lot of people would have got done in the day. It was busy. Apparently, it was a Spanish holiday, and there was a lot of Spanish there. But you know, it is what it is. It was great. And then we had another full day. Yeah.
We had a full day in Paris. We did
Paris,
the catacombs, didn't we?
Yeah,
They
that
were
was great.
They were weird, they were.
Yeah.
And where else did we do? We Montmartre we went, didn't we?
We did
the graveyard.
The graveyard.
The Père Lachaise.
Père Lachaise, yeah, which was fascinating.
We could have spent hours there.
Yeah, could have spent hours there alone.
Who did we see? We saw the graves of Oscar Wilde, Jim Morrison, Edith Piaf, Marcel Marceau, Chopin,
Yeah.
Molière.
Yeah.
So many of them. So many of them.
Yeah, it was really, really great. And then we had one last morning before we had to go to the airport. So we
walked along the Seine.
We walked along the Seine, and the weather was stunning.
That was the nicest day.
Yeah,
day we were coming home.
beautiful. And then we nearly didn't make the plane, but that's another story.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
The train stopped. Yeah, the public transport had
We
been
spent
brilliant.
the entire video saying, "Oh, the transport in Paris is excellent."
So
Not on
good.
the day we came home.
No,
it
well,
wasn't.
not on the second day in Paris. Towards tea time, it started going wrong and was wrong the whole the next day. But we had a great day. So there you go. Some top days out in 2023. So 2024, it will be 2024 tomorrow, and we've got loads to look forward to.
Have we? Like what?
Well, we've got plans,
We have
but we
got
just
loads of
haven't
plans.
booked anything yet. We are hoping, if it doesn't sell out, to go on a cruise, a cheap cruise, in a few
cheap
weeks'
cruise?
time. Yeah. We are hoping to get to Benidorm.
Oh, we're allowed to say that. Okay, we
Yeah.
want to go to Benny for your birthday.
We hope to. It might not happen.
Yeah, we've done Benny before.
Yeah, not on the channel.
Not on the channel. Let's just tell you, not being snobby or anything, not being holiday snobs, but we're not big fans of package holidays.
Yeah.
We've never been the sort of people who want to, we don't do the Brits abroad thing. We don't like
We
any
don't
of
want
that.
to just lie on a beach and have
We like
chips
to
and
go
egg
out and
for
explore.
dinner. Yeah.
And probably, 8 years ago, I think it was, we'd been a bit of a rubbish time.
My dad had just died.
Rachel's dad had just died,
Yeah.
and we love the programme Benidorm. I'm sure we've said this before
Yeah.
in a video. Love the programme Benidorm, so we thought, you know what, we can get some cheap flights to Alicante.
Light-hearted.
Let's go stay in Benny, almost to mock fun at it, almost
Yeah.
to have a laugh at it, to
Yeah.
see some of the locations where they
Yeah.
filmed the TV series. We stayed in the hotel
where
they filmed the TV series.
Yeah.
And you know what? We loved it.
It was brilliant. We saw Sticky
Vicky.
God rest her soul.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
She passed away a couple of weeks ago.
back,
yeah, really sad. Rachel wanted her to be a nan.
I did. I said that was the most embarrassing thing I've ever said.
If you don't know who Sticky Vicky is, Google it, but then make sure you delete your history afterwards.
Yeah, and don't blame us.
And don't blame us.
Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. And we ended up on the programme. Twice.
We ended up in the programme.
Yeah, they were filming at our hotel pool. So
yeah.
we were
Johnny Vegas was all talking to us at the end.
So we were just sat in the back of a shot. And then we were walking along the front, and there was a researcher, whatever, runner there going, don't look at the camera, don't look at the camera, just walk past, just
walk past. They were filming a scene with Nadia Sawalha and Perry Benson.
Yeah,
Perry
and
Benson,
nearly every person who walked past was going, ooh, like that. So we're like, we'll be really great.
We were the perfect extras.
We work in the business, let's look. We acted our way past, and then we acted our way back again. And it was series 6 we ended up in.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, but we ended up in the back of that shot, in the back of a pool shot. So
we're not going to show you the clips now.
No, we'll save those.
If we make it to Benny, the plan is...
put them on Patreon.
Oh, yeah, we could do that, couldn't we?
Let's put them on Patreon.
We could do a little video. But if we make it to Benny, which we're hoping we will, we want to do a few videos there. We'll do things you can do in Benidorm.
Yeah.
We'll do a locations tour of all of the locations, or many of the locations from the TV series. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, I think it's on Netflix at the moment, so do check it out, especially the earlier series.
Series 6.
Very funny.
See if you can spot us.
Series 6, you can spot us twice. We're a bit blurred.
It was absolutely great. So that beyond that, there's no plans. To be honest, next week's vlog, there's no plans
We've
at the moment.
no idea what we're doing for next week's vlog at the moment.
We need to sort something out for Saturday, so we've got something to do. We've got a few ideas, but we don't know yet. And beyond that, into the summer, no plans yet. We have decided we don't really want to go to the Med in August again.
It was hot, wasn't it? You're getting old when you moan when it's hot on holiday.
It was too hot. We were on the water as well, so I think we want to either go mountains or north. I don't know. But watch this space. And
you'll find out first on Patreon.
You'll find out first on Patreon. So to sum up, first off, can we say a massive thank you for all of you for sticking with us,
for watching us,
joining the channel for the last 2.5 years.
I can't believe we haven't missed one video. Excuse me, one weekend in 2.5 years. We've even some weeks we've done more than one video, but we've not missed a single video.
Next week might be the first
2 o'clock every Sunday UK time is when we release the videos. If you're new to the channel,
and if you are new to the channel, at the end of every episode, we also do a little bit of a cheers for you
and a joke.
And are we doing a joke?
And a dead good joke.
So you say. So I'd
just like to say I'd just like to pay homage to Mark, my mate in work.
Yeah.
And when we did our first video, when we told him we were going to do this, because I'm known for telling crap jokes in work, he said, "Oh mate, you got to tell a joke at the end of it." No, I'll be rubbish. So I told a joke at the end of it, and then we watched it. He went, "Yeah, you got to do that on the end of every video." So I kind of made, thanks Mark, kind of made a rod for our own back then. So that's why we do a bad, and they're meant to be bad, by the way.
Yeah. And what did you get in your stocking this year off Santa?
I got lots of jokes.
Loads of little packs of jokes, so we won't run out.
Absolutely.
Anyway, let's round this up. It's all of 10 to 7. So we're never going to make it to midnight.
Nope.
But I hope you all do, and we hope you have a lovely
Can I just say,
year.
we're not actually filming this on New Year's Eve.
No,
we're filming
we're
it a couple of days before, obviously.
But I'm going to say, as we say, in Postcard and a Pint.
It would be lovely if you'd subscribe to the channel, which is free of charge. If you'd push the button for the notifications so you don't miss what we do. If you felt like you could give anything and contribute towards the channel, then there's the Patreon channel, which we've already talked about. And just thanks, man. Really.
Drop us a comment. And as we say in Postcard and a Pint,
cheers to the good times. Happy New Year. Okay, so this was in my stocking from me dad this year, me dad and me sister. Festive jokes, so it's going to be a festive joke today. Haven't opened it yet. Get on with it, I hear you say. Right, I'm just going to pick one randomly out of the box. Hope it's not offensive. What do elves learn at school?
I don't know.
The alphabet!
Oh.